Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 22 with Kings Lynn. And where we left off, we didn't have the best of times in the FA Cup, but it was to be expected. We were playing Watford in the Championship, and what I didn't quite realise is they were first in the Championship, absolutely having a runaway season, already champions. So probably one of the hardest games we could have got in that draw. We lost 3-0, but we did draw 2-2 with them in the game before, so you can't really complain at the effort the lads put in. And then we also beat Maidenhead 2-1 in the league. Straight after that, we played Chesterfield in the FA Trophy 4th round replay and lost 4-1. To be honest, I'm not that surprised because I think, if we have a look, Chesterfield are in the final against Gateshead. So they are having a really good run of form in the FA Trophy, so I'm not surprised we took a loss against them. And to be honest, ever since then, we just haven't been able to quite get our form back in shape. We have 0-0 against Eastleigh, Aldershot, top of the league, champions already. We lost 3-1 against them. Then we beat Woking 4-0. Then we went to Grimsby, lost 3-1. It just can't quite get ourselves going, mainly because of injuries and tired legs out there. And then this run of form, especially these three games, a 3-3, we were 3-1 up at one point, and then threw it all away from the 60th minute to get a 3-3 draw. The Swindon game was disappointing. We just complete fall apart 3-0 loss. Dagenham Red, they're really 22nd in the league. We only got a 0-0 draw, couldn't get any goals. Finally got a win in is it March? Yeah, in March, with a 2-1 win over Dartford. Then got 2 1-1 draws against teams that, to be fair, were harder teams to play. And then finally we started to find our form. We got 3-0 against Gloucester, 4-2 against Halifax, and a 1-0 against Solihull Moors even, and then a 1-1 against Barnet. Barnet are doing okay in the league at the moment as well. They're 12th, so that a point is a result there for sure. And with all that, we are 3 points off 8th and 4 points off 7th. I think 2 games to go. We do have a game in hand, actually, I just realised, so we could potentially be 1 point off 7th, but it's a lot to ask for 2 games to go to get ourselves in sort of playoff contention. If you look, Scunthorpe are 1 point below us, are one place below us, but we still have that game in hand. Who are we playing that has the game in hand as well? 44 game, Chesterfield. Great. Okay, so Kings Lynn Scunthorpe is the first game, or is it? 1 minute. Let's have a look at our schedule. Why won't it let me? No, Chesterfield, Scunthorpe. Chesterfield and us is the first game we're going to play, and Scunthorpe is the last game. Scunthorpe is actually a really good setup for. We're both really equal in the league, so it'll be a good setup to see how well we play. Like I said, we've had some issues with injuries. Luckily, some of them have gone away now. The only injury we've got at the moment is Max Thompson, our backup keeper, is out for 8 weeks. So I've had to bring in a youth. So I hope that Rhys Davies doesn't get injured, because he is not even 1 gold star. Overall, the team now is looking fairly decent. Where's Young? Oh, he got injured. Jack Young got injured for a while. And then we also did a little bit of transfer business. Just an ickle bit. Let's have a look at our transfer history. We brought in Davis Kasul, a 20-year-old Ugandan left attacking mid, mainly because I think Haste got injured as well, and Stefan Vakajay got injured. Sego was getting tired, and we didn't have any real other options here. And we didn't really have any midfield options either. So I was like, what the heck do I do? And I found on my scouting list, where is he? Kasul, who, he's not great, but he hasn't done a lot this season either. 6.62 out of 3 starts. But he just gives us that cover that we need for that position. So Jordan Hallam injured again. I am thinking I'm going to transfer list him at the end of this episode, basically, this video. He has declined as a footballer. He hasn't done anything for us this season. 24 starts, no goals, 4 assists, a 6.83. He's just not what I was hoping he would be. I can see why they let him go for free. Colchester did. I mean, he had a good 4 games for them last season, but it was only 4 games. I should have taken that as a bit of a hint. But we'll put him on the transfer list. Hopefully get like 10 grand for him or something. I'm not expecting loads of money. We've got interest in another one of our defenders. Plymouth in League One wants Aduro, who is worth around about 100 grand. So if we can get that for him, when we're happy, aren't we? We're laughing all the way to the bank. Again, Olagunju still interested in him from Shrewsbury League One. He's surprisingly gone down in price. He was like nearly 200 grand in value. Now he's only 75. I probably would want a little bit more than that for him. He's quite an important defender for us. I don't know if he's got much more potential and growth. A leading National League player. I mean, okay, he's not going to be amazing, is he? I mean, Clayworth has come on leaps and bounds. He's actually nearly as good and probably will be better in the future. He's been super consistent and a great defender for us. Look at that, 7.12 rating. So if we lose those two, we're going to have to do some work in the background to get some more defenders in. Also, we just brought in our next youth intake, and we are now well in our budget. But we should be out of that once all of our end of contracts happen, because we've got a few people who are ending their contract with us. So yeah, overall, I just kind of want this season to be over now. It's been a really rough slog, the second half. The first half was really enjoyable, not going to lie. We absolutely flew into this season. I mean, this was a month to forget, September. But then we had an alright month in October. We had a fairly okay month in November, which put us in like playoff position. I think we were in second place at one point. A really good month in December, and then it all fell apart in our FA Cup run. And so much congestion here with fixtures, it just ruined for the rest of the season. And then actually looking at this last, I don't know, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games undefeated. A lot of draws, but still some wins there as well. It's been quite a good end to the season, but we just need to rebuild. Money-wise, we need something better to happen next season for sure. But let's get into this first game, because that's all a problem for the end of the video, not the start. Scully's been absolutely emphatic in front of goal. 20 goals this season so far. Seems like our strikers who come on loan know how to score. So we've done all right. We got Willock last season, didn't we? And now Scully this season. Catton's doing all right, actually, now. If I actually look at his record, 13 goals so far this season. For his first season, I think that's pretty decent. He got a goal and assist in the FA Cup as well, which isn't easy for a lower league side to have goals and stuff going in. But yeah, overall, I think he's been fairly good. I think he's been hampered by injury this season. He isn't on the bench, actually, I just realised. Probably need to sort that out. Who do I take off, though? Probably Haste. But then I don't have any backup for left back. Ah, damn. I'll take Haste off, because Olagunju can come in and then Aduro can play on the... Why is Olagunju not on already? What is going on with this team? There you go. Much better. Let's have these guys on. Matty Jones has improved as well in rating, and is now a fairly decent option. If we have a look at our reports, he's a little bit off Jack Young now, but Jack Young's a pretty good player for us, so he's a decent sort of backup. Mendel is playing awesome. Sego, unfortunately, has dropped in his rating. He's now just a 3-star, whereas he was a 3.5, 4-star before. Scully has gone up a rating, and so has Kieta, actually. He is now a 2.5-star attacking instead of 2. So we're definitely developing players. Unfortunately, a lot of the players we're developing are on loan at the moment. So we'll just have to see how that goes. So yeah, the team we're going for is Rhys Davies in goal, Aduro, Clayworth, Olagunju and Clemens in defence. Then Matty Jones and Mendel in midfield. Sego, Vukajay and Kasul in attacking mid, and then Scully up front. I am half tempted to bring Ingram Friend on again. He scored 3 goals in 4 appearances and 7 subs and got an assist. He's been really good this season. So he's going to probably be featuring a lot more next season when we lose some of our players and need to have more backup. But he's had a good, solid first season with us. But I'm going to leave him off for just this game. Right, everyone's comfortable with the tactics, so that's all good. And these 2 games at the end of this season, I'm expecting we're probably going to struggle a little bit with. But I'm hoping the boys can get a win in at least one of these games, put us in a good position just below the playoffs to build on next season and hopefully get into the playoffs. I think we got just below the playoffs before. Aduro now with the ball to Jones. Aduro to Jones, to Mendel, to Jones, to Aduro. Lovely little pass and play. What a ball across the Scully. And that's got to be a penalty. Oh no, the last 2 penalties we've had in a game we've missed. This is not good. Matty Jones steps up and he puts it away. That last penalty he missed a couple of games ago is obviously not playing on his mind too much. He really made amends for that. Great finish. And we're 1-0 up. Love it. Okay, so it's a corner to them. They put it in. Headed away by Kasul, and now Sego has it. Long ball up to Scully, but it's a bit of a waste. I am tempted just to get rid of Sego. He is not... Ooh, Davies with a long... he sprinted out of his area, but got there and gathers it up. Yeah, I'm not as crazy about Sego. I feel like he's not quite lived up to the potential that he had when we first joined, which is unfortunate. He's a good player, but he just seems to be so inconsistent. Ball in from the right hand side, and Ate with a header. He's scored against us before. He's a good striker, and we are drawing with Chesterfield now, 1-1. Okay, another corner to Chesterfield. Ooh, saved by Davies, I think, but they still have it. They have the ball in the box. Ate just over. What the heck happened there? Ball like shot down into the goal. Good thing that didn't count as a goal. Aduro over to Sego. Sego to Aduro. Aduro see the run? No, he played it way too late. That was poor play by him. Clayworth well gathered. Kasule not really going near it, but now Clements has it. Clements down the line to Kasule. Kasule, what are you going to do with it? Puts it in. Scully? Off the bar. Not quite. I'm keeping an eye on Kasule. I don't think he's going to be that great a player for us this season. He's just come in to do a job, but hopefully he might be able to do a little something for us. Okay, the ball is with Chesterfield. They're knocking it about just outside of our area. Rowe now has it. Looks for the shot. Davies with a good save, but it's a corner again, and they are on us. They want a win, don't they? You can tell. Well played by Matty Jones to clear it, but only as far as Kolke, but luckily nothing comes from it. And I think we get to half time with a 1-1. A lot of tired legs out there, a lot of congested fixtures near the end as well. I think what we're probably going to have to go is a bit more attacking. I don't know if there's any changes I would make straight away here. Maybe these 2, but then I'm looking at Mendel, I'm looking at like Olagunju and Clements. We've got some tired legs in defence, and I don't want to make the changes up here when we should be making them here. Let's see. Oh damn, I meant to say something else. Oh no, I said our defending was woeful. But at least only Rhys Davies is looking down and uninspired. The rest actually agreed with me, so I keep clicking the wrong one when I'm trying to do it quickly. So I suppose Clements could swap for a Duro. Now he's playing well though. Don't want to take him off if he's doing well. Clayworth's not having a great game, but all we've got is a Duro who I could put and then bring on Junior Robinson. Potentially, that's the change that we'd make. And then Kasule for Sego, and then Kasule for Keita. and then Sego as an inverted winger attack. I think that's the change we're going to have to make. And then potentially Catton on as a second striker. I mean, are we just going to do all of our subs straight away? I feel like that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go for it. Catton as a pressing forward. Mark Scully as a poacher. Clayworth off for Junior Robinson. Bring Aduro into the middle. And then we're just going to have to hope that the lads can see out the rest of the game. I don't think we've got any injuries or anything that people are coming back from. So we should be able to just about see it out. So a little chance to us. Clements, Matty Jones, Sego. Up to Sego again. He's got the ball on the edge of the area. Plays it all the way back to Clements. Not very forward thinking of him, but Mendel has it. That's got to be a red card. Red card. Awesome. That gives us a really good opportunity. But every time we get a red card, or we get a team against us has a red card, we never really do anything about it. We always end up drawing with the team or something because they end up sitting back and defending. But this is a good sign that we've got at least a highlight. Robinson puts it in. Scully with the header just wide of the post. Hopefully we can make this count now. Let's give him an encourage. Okay, so throw in Aduro to Catton, to Chiesa, to Jones. Jones to Aduro. Back to Robinson, which is getting very far back here. Chiesa to Jones, to Robinson, to Aduro. I mean, it's good passing. But I feel like they're really parking the bus now. They are putting men behind the ball. Catton with a great touch, just straight at the keeper. And I think this might be one of those games where they have a red card and we can't convert it into a win. Or is it going to be that we lose because Chesterfield now have a corner, puts it in just over by their player. But this is a risky time if we're going to throw people forward. But Duro now has the ball, bringing it forward. Chiesa having a little run at them. Chiesa, where are you going? To Mendel, to Scully. To go through to Catton. I think he's offside. Yeah, he was offside. He made that run 10 hours too early. Oh, for goodness sake. Come on, boys. I don't think we're going to do it. We're not going to do it. It's going to be 1-1. And that's the issue with this team. We don't really have that push when we need it most. We had a very attacking formation there and still couldn't get a goal. Disappointing. Unlucky, I suppose we're going to say unlucky. I would want to have a little bit of a moan at them, but I've moaned at them quite a lot at the end of the season, so I don't want to go too harsh. So we are now 9th. We're level on games now, so we don't have a game in hand. We are 1 point above 10th Scunthorpe, which is who we play next, and we are 2 points below Grimsby, and we are... Do you know what, though? If Ebbsfleet lose and Grimsby lose and we beat Scunthorpe, with our goal difference, we go 7th. So there is hope for a playoff spot here. A very slim one. And if we'd have won this, I think we probably may have got a playoff spot. Kind of a lot more certainty. But it is what it is. So we're going to come back for the next game, which is against Scunthorpe in a second. Okay, so a bit of a strange one. The game against Scunthorpe was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Kings Lynn pitch is... We've had at least 3 games postponed because of a waterlogged pitch, basically. And everyone played their games, and we are literally the last game of the season before the playoffs. And with results that have happened, the highest we can hope to achieve is 9th place in the league, given a win against Scunthorpe. If Scunthorpe beat us, then we'll drop down to 11th. So a very nothing in it sort of game, but we'll go for it and hopefully we'll get a good result. So luckily for us, though, a lot of our players who we had got, Mendel got injured. Well, he fell sick and he's now back. Looks like Chiesa is... Oh, he's on loan from Scunny, so won't be able to play against them. So, what am I going to do with this squad? I think that is okay for the start. We want to make him an advanced playmaker attack, though. And Scully up front is probably... Actually, you know what? Catton, go on. I think probably deserves a start with how he's been playing recently. And then we don't really have... I might even bring on Ingram Friend instead of Matty Jones as the Mazzala. And then put Matty Jones on the bench for Zach Mills. There you go. I think that's the team that we're going to go for. So we've got Rhys Davies in goal. We've got Clayworth, Olagunju, Aduro, and Clements. And for some reason, the assistant manager wants to play Aduro in the middle and Clayworth on the right. Aduro's a better right back, so I'm not sure why he keeps doing that. Then we've got Jack Young, who's back and fully fit. Ingram Friend, who hopefully will show us what he's got in this game. And then Sego, Hallam, and Haste up in attacking mid, and Catton in strike. So we're going to go for it. Okay, so let's do this and start the match. Like I said, not a lot in this game. Like, it's just a place in the league. We either drop one or go up one. So let's give the fans a send-off they deserve. Faith in you to make a difference. Let's kick off. Hopefully the lads won't see this as a rubbish game and just not really put much effort in. We want to end the season on a high, really. Right, well, it's half time and literally nothing happens, so I guess they are treating this game as a nothing game. But let's have a look at what we can do. I'm going to change it to attacking. I want us to get a goal last game in front of the fans. Catton, I'm going to take off for Scully. Give Scully a last play out. Oh no, I just realised Rawlinson's retiring. I could have played him for his last game and he's not on the bench. That's sad. Sorry, Rawlinson. It's not on purpose that I did that. Everyone else is doing alright, so I guess we'll just do that and keep going. Go out and prove it, go out and prove it. And go out there and make a difference. Okay, so hopefully something will actually happen this second half. I'm annoyed about Rawlinson now. He's been a good defender for us over the years. Okay, an actual highlight. Davies plays it to Olagunju, to Aduro. Aduro coming down the wing. Young to Hallam, to Sego, to Scully, to Sego, to Hallam. Beautiful. This is what we're doing well. This short triangle passing, and then Ingram Friend kind of ruins it there. And now we're on the counter. Oh no, no, not like this. Ola Whittingham puts it away to make Scunthorpe 1, Kings Lynn 0. Come on, lads. Let's give him a little encouragement. I am going to take Ingram Friend off. And I'm going to take off Haste as well. There we go. That should work quite well, I think. Yeah, let's go. 1 minute. Yeah, I think that's probably better that way. Let's do that. See if these changes make any difference. Okay, so it's a throw into us. Hallam now has the ball to Sego, to Young, to Aduro. Up to Hallam. In the middle to Jones, to Sego, to Vukajay, to Jones, to Vukajay. Jones to Hallam, back to Young, Clayworth, Olagunju to Young, Sego, Young up to Sego again. Oh, do you know what I feel? It's a little bit like the sort of Arsenal, the problem with Arsenal where they try to walk it in. Sometimes we get too hung up on the passes and we don't get the ball forward enough. Jones down to Hallam. And Hallam gets a goal. Even though I'm talking about selling him. Wait. Is that his first goal? Last game of the season. And it is his first goal for the club. My goodness. This is why I was thinking of getting rid of him. It's a good finish, to be fair, by Hallam. Picks his spot. But that is poor to be getting your first goal of the season now. Okay, Aduro to Sego. He loses the ball again. This is what I'm talking about. I don't think he's that good of a player, Sego, anymore. I would happily sell him for about 100 grand if someone put that offer in. And luckily, Scunthorpe blast that chance wide, and I think we're going to end the season on a 1-1 draw. Yes, we are. So we draw 1-1. It's not a loss, but it's not a win. Hallam played pretty well there. Jones played pretty well. I think Jones next season is going to be the one to watch. I think he's going to be a good player for us. That might actually be our go-to midfield pairing now that Mendel probably won't be coming back. To go a 6.3. Honestly, I think he's going. I think he might be off. I sympathise, and that's all I can say. No one really felt that motivated from that game. But we did finish 9th. Scunthorpe 11th. Solihull Mers 68 points level with us. And we were, 3 points off 7th place? So we were 3 points off a playoff place, which is pretty respectable, seeing as last season we were expected to be relegated. I mean, I'm happy with that. And straight away, because of the postponement, we've gone straight into the end of season review. I kind of like it this way, actually. Straight after the game, end of season review, done. So let's have a look at what our season looked like for us. So, best signing. Wow. Is that really signing of the season? Ingram Friend? I mean, he got us 3 important goals, got an assist, played 5 games. I would probably argue that signing of the season was Mark Scully. I mean, he got us 20 goals and 4 assists and was a 7.17. I mean, even Max Thompson, got 3 appearances and 2 clean sheets in that. I think Ingram Friend was good, but I just don't think he was that good. But you know what? That's what the fans say. With Ollie Haste, I think he was a bit of a... I don't know. He was wasted potential. I think he'll probably be good in a couple of years' time, but he didn't live up to that for us, I don't think. Hallam, you know my thoughts on him. 1 goal all season. It was the last game of the season. I don't think he's good enough to play for us. I'll probably put him on the transfer list at the beginning of next season. Aduro has... I would actually say he's probably signing the season, but probably doesn't count towards that because we technically signed him at the end of last season. So, but I think he was a great player for us. I don't know what it's saying as a defensive midfielder. He played right back mostly for us this season, but maybe centre back occasionally, depending where he's needed. But he played really well. He shows how well he's played. There's League One sides looking at him to sign him. Dan Hurley, I think, played pretty well as well, actually. He's another youngster that we brought in, attacking midfielder, who is just going to improve. Got 2 goals, 3 assists in 16 games. Played him more than Ingram Friend. I think he's got a better star rating. Looks like he's got some better stats, but Ingram Friend just has that killer finish. Catton, not even in the discussion for best player of the season, or for signing of the season even. 13 goals, 7 assists in 33 games. I think that's a fairly decent first season. I mean, it's not like a 20-goal season, but he's getting close. He's building himself up there. He's only 23. Interesting. I think for me, he was probably signing of the season, if not Aduro. Between those two. But the people have spoken. And then Kasule is 4 games. He's just been brought in because we needed cover, so not too much to talk about there. But yeah, overall, not a lot of signings this season, but the ones we did made a massive impact. If you look at how many goals we've brought in just with those signings, there's 33 goals in 2 of those players at least. So, transfers out. People weren't happy with Ethan Coleman leaving, but that's life. Deal with it. We had to get rid of him. Looks like he had a great season for Geisley, I think it is. Billy Leach left on a free and looks like he had an okay season for Chorley, and Josh Barrett played 2 games for St Pat's Athletic, but I think the reason he's only played 2 games is because I haven't got the Island Leagues loaded, so I don't think their league games count. But you know what, I'm sad he's gone, but he went for more money, and you can understand that, can't you? Season in review, we ended up 9th. I think we were expected to end a lot lower, so did pretty well there. I think we were expecting around here 15th, 16th sort of place, but we were in playoff contention for a lot of it. Top scorer for us was Mark Scully. So yeah, we played okay. I think next season we have to push for some sort of promotion. Otherwise, what are we doing? FA Cup, we did amazing. 3 goals for Scully again. He's been absolutely insane this season. Knocked out by a club much stronger than us, Watford, and actually knocked out a few clubs that were stronger than us along the way. Shrewsbury Town, the highlight of it, really. A League One side that we beat, not just beat, but beat 3-0. That's decent. FA Trophy did take a hit because of our FA Cup run, and we didn't get as far as they were expecting us to go. But I think, given the FA Cup run, they can understand the FA Trophy, hopefully. Moments to remember, the 4-0 against Woking, and obviously the Kings Lynn game, the 3-0 against the Kings Lynn game. The Shrewsbury game, the 3-0 win was probably the best game of our season so far. And if not, maybe the Watford 2-2, because we played really well that game. But we did let in a late goal, which we would have gotten to the next round if we hadn't let in like a 95th minute winner. It felt very scripted, that goal, though, I'm just going to say. And the best goal came to Scully. We do have a look at these goals, don't we, usually? So let's have a look and see what it looks like. Scully, where you at? So this is the best goal of the season for Kings Lynn. It's got to be a good one. He did have a few screamers, actually, in the season. So Scully gets the ball played through to him. Yeah, that was a pretty decent one. There's one I could think of which I think was better. He smacked it from outside the box and went posting in. I think that was, for me, a lot better. When it dinks the post and just rolls in, it just hits different, I think. Finances looking a lot stronger than they were before. Competition prize money doubled from last season. Match day is up. Like, everything's up, so looking good money-wise. Hopefully that means we might be starting to dig ourselves out of that financial pit. The best shirts sold were Sego, Catton, Davies, Young, and Vakajay. Surprising, he doesn't play that much for us, to be fair, but you know what? He's loved by the fans. And our best team was Davies, Clements, Olagunju, Clayworth, and Oduro, Mendel and Young, Haste, Hallam, Sego, and Scully. I would disagree with that team just here. I would think Sego goes where Haste is and Keita comes here. Just because Keita had more of an impact when he did play. He was playing international games and that as well, so he wasn't as available, so maybe that's why. And Scully up front, yeah, Catton should have been pushing that position, but Scully just had an amazing season, so you can't blame him for that. And Hallam, I'm not sure I would include him. I'd probably put Ingram Friend in there if he's the signing of the season. And then finally onto the accolades. Scully was the player of the season and the young player of the season. Understandable. Smashed in all the goals. Signing of the season we already saw. Goal of the season we already saw. Top goal scorers, 20 goals for Scully. Most assists, 11 assists for Sego. You know what? I've given him a lot of stick, but 11 assists in the season is pretty decent, actually. So we'll give him that. Most man of the matches, highest average rating. Jack Young is killing it for our average sort of game, being the best player. I would actually probably put him as my player of the season rather than Scully. But you know what? He's on loan. He's given us quite a season, so you can't blame the fans for getting a bit excited about him. Don't think we have any competition awards. And then Keita scored 3 goals in a match, which is a record for us. And then youngest player, Stephen Davies, when we were running out of players to play, 16 years old. And youngest goal scorer, Kumba, when he came on and scored, I think it was a penalty for us when we were, again, running out of players. So overall, a very successful season. And what we're going to do now is we're going to jump on ahead to the start of next season. And we're going to do some transfers and get our team ready. So, where are they now? The 2021 side of Kings Lynn. I don't think we have any of our 2021 players left. Oh, Stefan. Stefan is here still. Is he? Oh, and Ethan Coleman. And that is it. And I got rid of Ethan Coleman. I'm potentially getting rid of this guy because he's $550 a week. And he's not really up to scratch yet. I mean, he comes in clutch when you need him, but his potential is quite low as well. So I might see if I can get some interest in selling him. But yeah, we're just gonna jump ahead. I think the budgets aren't really available for us yet, are they? So we're down on wage at the moment, but we're gonna have about 1,000 spare once we get rid of all the players that we do, and I'm guessing someone's gonna pull the trigger on one of these two and try and sign them. I'm guessing Olagunju because he's been wanted for a while, but Aduro seems to be pulling interest from Plymouth. Only minor interest, but I mean, if they can afford 110 grand, then I can't say no to that. So we'll probably have to sell him, and then we're going to have to do some serious work building up our defence again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this season. It's been a little bit more of a rocky one than we did before last season. But we're ready to jump in and do a bit more of team building, I think, for the next video, and see if we can get ourselves a team that might be able to challenge for some sort of promotion spot. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come back next time to see us in the new season and pushing for a promotion title, something, race. Let's just go for it. Let's aim for the sun, and we might end up among the stars. Or I don't think that's the saying, is it? It's an aim for the moon. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. And I will see you when I see you.